which we are currently getting
What
to.
matter requires Presidente's attention?
Presidente, go ahead, go bother the tobacco farmers, I suppose.
What is it now?
I can issue tweets and stuff. I'm not really... Oh, I can cancel orders.
It's
That's
always all work and no play for Presidente.
I'm sure it is, Presidente. Let's see here. Freighter coming in. Alright, we're gonna export some stuff. 3 new immigrants. I can speak good, honest.
Comrade Presidente, an article published in the Pravda in Moscow has criticized the housing conditions for the masses in Tropico.
No kidding. Okay. I'm honestly not sure because the tutorial hasn't told me to do anything about the housing situation. And this first island, I'm pretty sure is set up to be easy peasy lemon squeezies. Dock workers will slowly get the freighter loaded with all the stuff. Seagull! Pretty cool. And we've made negative $311 from farming. We're basically living off foreign aid at this point because we're so pathetic. We exported some. No tobacco. So, corn? Corn's the only other thing we grow on this island. We do grow lots of corn. With 3 tobacco farms online, though. I gotta believe things will improve. Also, I'm not sure why the healthcare isn't going up. You know? Okay, I'm gonna... Almanac Road, Avatar. Here's my question. How do I get to edicts? Which is an aspect of this game. It's probably one of these buttons, yep. Avatar, edicts, overlay, shalom. There we go. Edicts are things that you can announce, like Food for the People, which doubles food consumption and improves food quality. And it costs a small amount. I usually like to activate a couple of these edicts right from the start. You can issue general ones and just generally, but any of the specialist ones you need actual ministers for, which is something. Social Security. 2/3 of the average wage will be paid every month to each student or retired citizen. It increases everybody's respect. Not by a whole ton, but it's there. It'll keep people a little bit happy. Nuclear testing, you can receive $10,000, but things happen to your island. Humanitarian aid is the one I was thinking of. An aid corps camp, providing food and healthcare for 5 years. The nationalists don't like that we have to rely on foreign aid, and the place is a hotbed of crime because the nationalists take to beating up aid workers. But I love to start out each game with it because it's so useful. And yeah, you can just build over shacks whenever. They'll just build more shacks. There's always build more shacks. The aid court and the clinic should increase the healthcare. They should get to it. You can see fishing activity is already beginning to affect the fishing viability of the waters, which is the kind of irony I can appreciate. Other than that, we just hit it in turbo, everybody, and we can watch the little boats go in and out with the little people.
No me interesa.
Oh, this guy's hungry.
Uh-huh.
Wow. I'm kind of amazed I can't click on the bird, given how detailed this game is. I love games that let you give you that sense of zooming in and out and observing the world. Okay, the tobacco crop should be going on this. We have money to burn. And see, even though our quality is now above 40, the aid corps will remain on the island for a couple of years. Healthcare's not going up that much. I'm not sure why. There's a new mission. Food shortages.
Presidente, the population of St. Clara has been increasing steadily. It's time to consider building more food producers.
I might be able... This might be one of those missions that you accept and then immediately succeed at. Yep. Bam. So that's money in the Swiss bank account at least. And it's generally a good idea anyway. 4 doctors.
Presidente, we need doctors.
I might have to do it anyway. I'm hoping the aid corps will take care of business. And you can see these numbers are going up already.
A petition has arrived at the palace, insisting for a museum dedicated to your youth to be constructed immediately. I personally signed it 300 times, and counting.
Interesting. This is one of those things that isn't a story mission, but it just happens every game.
Comrade
Step by step,
Presidente,
yeah. Okay,
an
step
article
4 is
published
home,
in
so
the
as soon as we get
Tropico-
healthcare... We have so much money sitting around.
The workforce of the island is simply not enough. Some buildings operate at very low efficiency due to the lack of workers.
Also a very good idea. I am gonna do that before I pause the recording so I don't forget it. I was kind of waiting for the game to tell me to do stuff, which is not something I'll typically be doing, but there's so much to do and so much to explain in this game. Immigration office. You control the immigration into Tropico. It's really useful to have this. I built it near the dock. No particular reason for doing that. It takes high school workers. It'll get built. We have copious amounts of money. So I will either be right back or I'll end the session here, depending on the footage, because I am going to have to chunk it into 15-minute bits. So who knows? I hope you guys enjoy Tropico as much as I enjoy playing it, and I do.
El Presidente, I am Senator Nick Richards, and I represent the American people of the great state of Nebraska. I'm not a crook.
I'm sure you're not, bro. Build a ministry and have a full cabinet of ministers. We'll get on it in a moment. Alright. Ministry building. Well, we have the money for it at least. It's under government, of course. This is something that is new, as in it wasn't in Tropico 3, which typically, you know, they kept the same, you know, gameplay dynamics, but things are different. I like to build the ministry near the palace at least, because, it doesn't really affect anything. And typically you'll need to hire out for ministers, especially on an island such as this. You might get a defense... Yeah, so usually the palace guards, you can find somebody with decent intelligence, courage, and leadership, which are what you want in a minister. A minister with good stats will make better decisions and give you positive outcomes. A minister with bad stats will do things that are bad. Are stupid, rather. Ha! Defense minister before the ministry's even online. Don't ask me how that works. I will try to use... I don't know, is using the arrow keys to move the screen really any better? Oh, this, I already saw that.
Presidente, we need doctors to improve healthcare on the island.
The Generalissimo is correct. The aid camp. You can't really control anything about the aid camp. People will just go in there, they'll get it.
Hola, vamos a jugar.
They'll get it sorted. Give me money.
Money, that's what I want. Am I right, my friend?
You're right. Exports. Logging camps and mines provide good early profits. I agree. And I have the money to make it happen. Mining is actually something I would definitely recommend looking into, especially considering we have a source of red is iron, silver is bauxite, And I think you know what the yellow color thing is. Oh my. Okay, so put a mine on the deposit. You gotta link it up to the road. It'll run without you doing that, but it won't run well. And you can see it's already linked up thanks to the green arrow. My favorite superhero. I enjoy this game immensely. I'm not sure I'm any good at it. But hey, I got to like mission 12 in the campaign, which proves it,
Talk
right?
fast, I don't have all day. If you want something done, do it yourself.
Where are you, Presidente? Oh, Presidente was visiting the farms. I guess that makes sense. I'm starting to think there needs to be a garage up here. Also, I'm starting to really notice the shacks. I can't believe I haven't been strung up on a pole for not giving anybody housing. I've been really on a Tropico binge lately. Alright, so we'll get that done. As a matter of fact, let's diversify a little bit and show you the different types of economy stuff you can do. We've got some good logging lands right here, so where's the road? Let's get it sorted. I'll put one here, and I'll put one here. Logging camps employ a lot of people. Hook it up to the roads, and just, that's fine. They'll chop down trees, they'll replant some trees, although eventually you will get deforestation. It's not a one-to-one, it's not a renewable resource. Also, it's amusing to me to see some of the traffic pass through the people.
See? Excellent
Oh-ho.
work, Presidente. Thanks to our tobacco experts, we now have a steady revenue stream.
Me gusta. Building more farms and diversifying into other industries. I agree. Look at that, our export profits are already like we're getting the job done over here, everybody. And that means I'd like to expand our mining operations a bit. Grab that gold. There's gold in the hills. There really is, though. Mines have a finite amount of resource that they can mine, but it's a large number. I have never run out in a scenario so far. I have never been defeated yet. Okay, let's hook that up. Hook you up, and bam. I bet there's good farming land up here too. I believe I saw that. Decent coffee. Bananas? Decent land for bananas. We can put a banana farm up there. It'll feed our people, and, you know, we can export it for a bit if we have a surplus. $21,000 so quickly. You can really get your economy going. And obviously Farmer is helping me quite a bit with those tobacco. And if you're curious about your economy, well, the Almanac is obviously the place to go for anything, but specifically, look at that. Once the mining starts showing up and the logging and stuff, we can compare. Ministers, yeah, the other ministers we just need to send out for foreigners because we don't have anyone experienced in these fields. May as well do it while our money is high. It isn't going to get cheaper. Matter of fact, it's going to get the opposite of cheap. Chicken Peter, you're just a little chicken. Cheap, 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 cheap. There's all sorts of stuff to build. I wonder